Okay, we are live now. Hello everyone. This is Terence here, and I'm joined with my guest here, Tori Taiga. If you don't know her, she's a VTuber who talks in third person quite a bit, and she plays a variety of games, so let's go ahead and unmute her and we can begin introductions. I'll unmute myself too. There we go, I'm unmuted. Oh, I never muted her. Okay. Let's just say I'm ready. There we go. Discord message. For the win. Hello. Hello.
Wait. Wait. He has no sound coming through. What is this?
Yes, you are in an alternate
no
world.
No sound coming through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, can you guys hear Tori just fine, folks?
Wait. She can hear everything now.
Ah, that's good.
No idea what happened. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah. Can you give us an introduction to who you are and what you do, please?
Tori is a lovable foodie cooking tiger who likes to play different sorts of games over on 3 different platforms. And she also, occasionally she likes to do some art and some rigging, and she's basically a jack of all trade kind of gal. It's nice to meet you all.
Great introduction.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Yep, I think as some of you pretty much know by now, if you're looking at the stream, Tori also made this beautiful logo that's above my head right now.
She likes making logos. It's really fun to make logos, she thinks. She feels like it's really interesting trying to incorporate a whole, VTuber's image into just, a single text file, you know?
Ah, okay. Yep, beautiful. Yep, and her art is really amazing, folks. You should check her out. Alright, so let's start off with our first question right here. Well, it's an obvious one, but how are you doing today, Tori?
She's pretty good. Yeah, she had a pretty busy morning, but she ended up just doing some good hard work on the garden, for a lot of the day. How about you?
Okay. I'm doing good. I had a pretty relaxing morning. I managed to eat my bowl of cereal as well as got caught up on a few anime today.
Oh, nice. Tori hasn't watched anime in so long. She hasn't had the time. It's so hard sometimes to because she prefers reading manga over watching anime, so she doesn't even know what's in the current season of things.
Ah, okay. Understandable, of course. What's the last anime that you watched?
The last thing she probably watched was Agretsuko. Is that considered anime, right? Counts? Probably Agretsuko, and the last, full-on anime she watched was probably the new Tokyo Mew Mew. The remake of the Tokyo Mew Mew series. That's probably the last one she actually, watched fully.
Ah, okay. Oh, so you've also watched Tokyo Mew Mew in the past?
Yeah, it was her first magical girl anime. It's the first one, so it's it holds a good place in your heart, but you kind of forget how it was good or not. You kind of forget whether or not it was actually good. So you're kind of oh, is it actually still as good? It's not.
Understandable, of course. My exposure to Tokyo Mew Mew was from the 4Kids dub.
Oh no. Didn't they call the characters different, like, names?
Oh yeah, they definitely have different names too, and they called it Mew Mew Power as well.
She always wonders why, like, certain, like, when they dub stuff, like, why they do that? Like, why do they change names and, like, titles? It's not like Tokyo Mew Mew is not a difficult word to say, you know? She always wonders that.
Ah, yes. I think that's mostly because they do it to make the stuff more marketable here in America.
It's weird because, like, she gets maybe changing names because, like, Japanese names may not be, like, as easy to, like, be, like, approachable for gals. Like, Tokyo Mew Mew and Mew Mew Power are the exact same thing. And Tokyo is, like, a pre-existing word, you know? So it's kind of like...
Yes.
She always wonders why it's like that.
Ah, yeah, definitely. I guess... And I also kind of have my exposure to One Piece for the 4Kids dub, too.
Oh, no, she had horror stories about it. She started seeing her, like, absolute horror stories about the 4Kids. And the movie, curiosity, she kind of wants to watch it. You know, like, just because now she's all grown up, you know, she now knows what it should be. She's kind of curious how, like, bad it is. Because she knows they replace, like, Zoro's sword with, like, clubs. Or, like, Sanji's cigarettes with, like, lollipops or something.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I actually was aware of those changes. Yeah, apparently Sanji has a freaking a sweet tooth for the sugar rush in the 4Kids dubs.
No, you weren't even allowed to show cigarettes and, like, you know, it's not like... You didn't know about those things when you're, like, growing up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially when you're kind of exposing yourself to them for the first time.
It's weird, though, because, like, Tori knows, in the 4Kids stuff, they call Zoro Zolo, and it's haunted her for the next, like, you know, many decades that she's been around for. Like, it's stuck. It's not Zoro, it's Zolo. She's very sad. They did her gal dirty.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't watch that. Go back to the One Piece dub ever. I mean, the 4Kids One Piece dub.
She said she never listened to, like, she becomes curious how the English voices are like.
Oh, yeah, the freaking One Piece rap. I'm not gonna lie, I actually did find that a little catchy.
No, she was like One Piece rap. Then she remembered it.
Yes.
Was it from the 4Kids stuff?
Yep, it's from the 4Kids dub.
Never knew. Oh, terrifying.
Yep, it is terrifying,
Absolutely
I guess.
terrifying. But this is character, you know? She can build character after a while.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. On to our next question. Is this your first time being interviewed?
Tori has her own, like, foodie talking kind of sense, but it's, like, very focused on food-related things. So she's never been asked the question before. She's quite nervous.
Ah, yes. Understandable. Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead and introduce our guest. I mean, chat. Hello, Areku. Hello, Angel Dust. How are you both doing today? Oh, yeah, apparently your audio's cutting a little bit out.
That's what Tori warned you before. She has a thing. It's just because her voice is so naturally high. It's kind of... It has ruined a few people's sound, like, setup. Because they have to, like, adjust their sound setups just to, like, kind of fit her voice in. Because on Discord, it just cuts off sometimes. Just, you know, she'll have to, like, fiddle around with the sound settings a little bit.
Oh,
You
yes,
guys
yes.
can hear her.
Good,
It
good,
does
good.
cut off because she has a very high-pitched voice. It just doesn't like her very much.
And apparently Angel Dust was calling you an Iron Mouse clone too.
She's not a clone. She's her own gal.
Nice, nice. Yep, definitely.
Hopefully you should be able to hear her a bit better now. Because she just turned off all sort of noise suppression. So you should be able to hear her a bit better.
Okay. Yep, I think we should be good then.
Hopefully. Though that means you may hear a bit of a background noise, so hopefully it's not too loud. Let her know, okay?
Yep, hopes no. Alright, on to our next question. What are your hobbies?
Tori's hobbies? She has a lot. Like, it's, when you, gather so many hobbies and you can't really stick with one? Her main hobby is, cooking. She loves cooking. She likes to cook different dishes, and she likes to go around, foodie places and eat lots of different things. She does also like art. She likes dancing. She likes those little weird craft project things. She likes a lot of things.
Yep, that's definitely a lot. So, what dishes do you normally cook?
Tori mainly she mainly focuses on Asian cuisine, things like Thai food, because it's something that she can't really get over here. Tori is those who don't know, Tori is from Britain, good old United Kingdom, and the food here is not the best food in the world, so she can't usually cooks food she can't really get, so things mostly Asian cuisine, Japanese, Korean, sometimes Chinese, but usually Malaysian and Thai food is her go-to most of the time.
Nice. Yep, so a lot of Asian cuisine, huh?
It's because you can't really get them around in the UK without paying a lot, and it's not very good. So the whole inspiration to start cooking properly is because she didn't want to pay for mediocre food, so she kind of just learned to cook and cooked it herself.
Nice. That kind of sounds like something Uncle Roger would do.
Yeah, she feels like it. Sometimes the food over here is just not great, and it's very expensive. She's not sure how expensive food is for where you are, Terence. But for a normal dish, and maybe for example, a katsu curry, it's 15 quid here. So, which is what, $20? Something like that. Too expensive.
Oh wow, so a dine-in restaurant meal's $20?
At the minimum, that's
minimum.
You just
Holy
have
crap.
just a plain dish. You don't get drinks or dessert or anything. It's just literally the main dish.
Wow. Well, that's a ripoff.
It's very expensive. It's very, very expensive. It's not worth it as well. She wouldn't mind paying that money if the food was actually as good as that money's worth. She feels like every gal should just spend a little bit more for more delicious meals, in her opinion. But sometimes you just spend money and it's just not good and it's not worth it. You might as well admit it yourself.
Oh yeah, that's true. It would be like going to a McDonald's and pretty much eating a hamburger from there just to find out it's not good, and then you go to the grocery store and buy hamburger patties there and make your own burger.
It's true. She hasn't heard of McDonald's ages. Her tummy, because she's been cooking her own food for so long, she can't really handle things like Mackey's anymore. A McFlurry once in a while is good, but if she has a Big Mac, she might explode, straight up.
Nice. Oh, how about a freaking double quarter pounder then?
Wow, we don't have those over here.
Oh, you don't? Ah, yes, we have
We don't
those.
have a double quarter pound. How big is that burger?
Ah, yes, the burger is pretty much 2 quarter beef patties stacked onto one bun with cheese, ketchup, mustard, onions, and pickles with a sesame seed bun. Yep.
Where's the vegetables in that? Where's the lettuce, at least? The very least. Where's the lettuce?
Yep, it doesn't have lettuce, but they do have like a burger called a quarter deluxe that has lettuce and tomato on it.
The deluxe part is the lettuce and tomato?
Yes.
That's terrible. That's so bad. Where's your nutritional values? Though she does know, like, apparently if you have like a McDonald's salad with the sauce, it's actually less healthy than some burgers. Like, the sauce is really unhealthy, apparently.
Ah, yes, I hear that.
But, like, fries are really... Then again, McDonald's fries are the best. In Tori's opinion, McDonald's fries are, like, the best fast food fries. That are, like, cheap fast food.
Ah, yeah, that is true. As long as you get them fresh.
That is true. Soggy fries is not the one. They're not the one. Have you ever tried the McFlurry fries thing, Terence?
Oh, yeah. Is that the one where you actually dip your ice cream into the fries?
You mean the other way round?
I don't think we have that here in America.
But, like, do you not just do it? You can just get a McFlurry and just dip some fries into it.
Oh, yeah, I actually don't do that.
It's not great. It's not good for you at all. Like, don't do it. It tastes okay, but, like, you wouldn't have to do it for the whole entire thing. You'd be like, okay, 1 or 2 bites, and then you're like, okay, back to the normal consumption now.
Yep.
So, do you have a favorite place for fries, Terence?
Let's see, in America, my favorite place is also McDonald's, but I also like, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, this place called Rally's.
No, we don't have those over here. We don't have those.
Yeah.
Tori wants to really try all the, like, fast food places in America, like In-N-Out, Jack in the Box. She wants to try all of those. Wendy's. She wants to try them all. She wants to rate all their chips, all their fries. Though, she does think the Five Guys fries are the best, but they're so expensive. Have you seen how expensive a Five Guys burger is?
Oh, yeah, I think they cost around, like, $10, apparently.
Yeah, no, it's like $12 bucks.
12.
It's like $12.
Yeah.
Equivalent in, like, US dollars. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Too expensive, huh? It's way too spendy.
Yep, at that point, you may as well go and make your own burger then.
Yeah, at that point, you may as well go, like, get a luxury burger. That's like, like, the point of fast food is that you're meant to go and get, like, a meal for, like, less than a $5. But if it
Almost forgot the audio.
Costs you more,
Oh, yes.
if it's more expensive, it's not worth it. It's so expensive.
Right.
You may as well make it yourself. That's why you should all cook at home, so you can make 20 meals for the price of one.
Or if you're lazy, you could also just order stuff from Uber Eats or DoorDash.
It's so expensive. Like they put the price up?
Ah, yes, they did put the price up for some of the stuff.
Yeah, it's like, Tori lives very close to a McDonald's, and the amount of times that her gal pals have come over and been like, let's order McDonald's, instead of walking the 5 minutes down the road. No. That's not good. You gotta walk. Just go get your Mackies. No.
Yep, that is... Yeah, that's unfortunate. I also have a McDonald's that's also somewhat close, but it's like a 17-minute walk from my house to here.
17 minutes? Okay, Tori will forgive you if you order or, like, drive that. Like, she'll forgive you for 17 minutes. Not 5 minutes. Like, that's way too short.
A little too short. You may as well just live right next door to it.
Tori would hate to live next door to a fast food place. Remember how stinky that would be? Like, how fragrant? You're like, if you open your window, all you gotta smell is grease.
Yes, you would be smelling grease every day in the morning.
But then again, you like, you know, your breakfast every morning if you really wanted to.
Ah, yeah, true. Alright, on to our next question. How did you get into video games?
Doesn't every cow just get into video games when they're a wee little baby?
Of course.
Try to think what the first game she like. It's probably Pokemon, to be fair. Probably Pokemon. No, wait. She recently played her first game recently. It's you know what Fisher Price is?
Oh yes, it's been a long time since I seen that.
Yeah, Tori played one of Pet Shop ones. That was her first. That's her introduction to a video game.
Ah, okay. My first introduction to video games would have to be the Sega Genesis Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Also, hello Raiders.
Hello.
Yep. And then since then, I've been kind of hooked to video games for a while.
Tori had like a good period of her life where she didn't really like. She didn't play any video games except for like the occasional Pokemon and occasional occasional PS1 game, but like she hadn't played games until she was maybe like 14. Like she played a lot when she was very young, maybe like she was like under 8, and then she stopped playing, and then suddenly she just got back into it. She was about 14, 15. She got back into probably Monster Hunter. No,
Ooh.
was it Monster Hunter? She doesn't remember. It's one of those like Pokemon-esque games, and then what really got her back into proper gaming was Monster Hunter on the PSP.
Ah, PSP. Yep, great one.
PSP games are very, very good. Tori feels like a lot of people don't even know what PSP is anymore.
Oh yes. It is pretty much a little bit past our generation for some people.
How old is a PSP right now? Like what? How PSP age? How old is he? PSP
Yep, I think it's
2004. So it is almost 20 years old. It's 19 years old.
Yep, that's right, folks.
Oh no!
We are pretty
we're
much
so
that old. Yes.
Tori was like, oh, it's only 10 years. It's not 10, it's 20 years old.
I was close enough. I was gonna say over 10, but then I realized it's not 2010.
It's like a mad retro game now.
Yep, it's like full-on retro now.
Oh, she's so old.
Yep, you're
She
just
doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like how certain games and stuff are now so old.
Right. Yep, you know you're feeling old when pretty much 16-bit stuff is now 30 years old now.
It's you know when you're old when you remember when you know how to use a floppy disk.
Yep, but a floppy
You
disk.
can download stuff on a floppy disk and try to use it. Joy feels like people don't even know what they use for nowadays.
Oh yeah, I remember when frickin' cassette players were a thing.
Did you ever have to wind them up? Troy hated winding those up.
Oh yeah, they sucked.
When they all go all out of place and you have to like slowly just roll it back in.
Oh yes, hello Raiders. I did see you all. Thank you guys for tuning in today.
Welcome.
Yep.
Troy feels like
Yep, and
he's
thank
getting
you for the
more
raid,
old.
Suwumi. How was your stream? Yep.
Troy feels like we're getting really old because like even the Wii it's like recognized as a retro console. The Wii!
Oh
She
yes.
still remembers the day when she was like, when she got a Wii and she was like, this is the most advanced thing she's ever seen in her life. She can move a controller and it moves with her. Amazing.
Oh yeah, it was pretty amazing around that time too. And I remember the time where they were always like sold out in every
PS5.
things. Yep.
The PS5 thing.
Yeah, the P. Oh, yep, it's the PS5 thing before the PS5 thing. Ah, yes, of course. Ah, yes, and then it was also the very first game console I pretty much spent my money on too.
Oh, is it the Wii? Ah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think she got the Nintendo DS, like a DS one, like the first gen was the one she first saved up her like little pocket money to buy for a long time.
Yep.
Everything for Nintendogs.
Indeed. Oh, how many hours did you put on Nintendogs?
In a lot of hours until she like had to go and do stuff, and then she forgot to feed her dog one day, and then she just kind of went, "It doesn't die." I just left it. She still has a game cartridge, but she reckoned if she like charged her DS up, she could probably go and have a look at a good old Max again.
Oh yes. Gotta love it when something's still old always works again.
She still wonders when of her old like GBA cartridges actually work.
Oh yeah, I also wonder that too because around that time, around this good time of my life, I decided to rebuy some of the retro stuff I have because I had to rebuy my GameCube. And then also the Game Boy player for the thing. And then started playing some Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games on those.
She needs to check whether or not her GameCube still works. She actually wants to go and check because she has some Donkey Kong bongos. Have you ever played that on the GameCube? It's such a good game. Would recommend.
Ah, Donkey Konga.
Yeah, like the one with the little bongos. But like, she's looking at her bongo and they're like, you know when like rubber starts to get a bit grim because it's so old?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, do you know how to fix that? Tori has no idea how to fix it. She doesn't really know how to like clean it. She's using rubbing alcohol.
Oh yeah, usually rubbing alcohol does kind of solve most problems, I think.
I wonder if it still connect like to her like. Did it work via capture card?
I have not actually tried to stream any GameCube game using my newest capture card.
Be interesting. She has so many games, you know. A good solid Sonic 2.
Oh yes, Sonic 2. That's a good one.
It's good. And again, she's really bad at Sonic game, but she really liked the Chow Garden. So she just played the game just to do the Chow Garden parts.
Oh, definitely. The Chow Garden was pretty great.
It's good. Oh, gamers, we're just old, okay?
Yeah, we're just old. We're pretty much reminiscing what gaming was like back in the day, because you guys always make us feel old.
Have you played Sims 1?
Yeah, ever heard of Sims 1?
Yeah, imagine. You know when your Sims are like maybe like 144p?
Yeah, 144p Sims.
To be fair, it's probably the only Sims 1 and 2 is probably the only one she actually ever played. Like, she never had a gaming PC until like 2 years ago. So, she couldn't play anything past Sims 1 or 2.
I could barely play anything on any PC I owned.
She used to have a MacBook. Can you imagine playing anything on a MacBook? Like, she used to play World of Warcraft on a MacBook and it was the worst experience. Like, that thing was like about to lit on fire every time she logged in on her account. She's like, oh, her MacBook is exploding. This is fine.
Oh god. Yep, it was just like that. This is fine me when you pretty much see your PC on fire and then you're still trying to play games on it.
She couldn't even like Minecraft hobby, what? And she's like, ah, yes. She'll give World of Warcraft a go. All the graphic settings are like the most basic. Maybe she should play it again now that her PC's like she can do stuff.
Ah, yeah, same here. Now that I have a laptop that can pretty much play games, really powerful stuff like Titanfall 2, we can probably do some stuff with you.
You guys played Tekken? Tori is really bad at fighting games. She likes watching people play it.
Oh, yes, yes.
She likes watching people play, but she can't really press combos very well. So, like, she'll play it, but she won't be good at it. She'll press the buttons, and there will be no combos, unless they're lucky combos. There is no such thing as understanding which buttons to press for combos. Sometimes she beats people when she plays casually, but she plays with friends, and she beats someone who, like, plays, like, competitively. She gets really smug about it. She's like...
Ah, yes, yes. Oh yeah, I can't play fighting games to save my life either. But they are really fun to watch. Watching them is kind of like watching playable anime in there.
It is very cool. She likes watching, like, you know those, like, places like Evo, where they do commentary about it? Tori's like,
yes,
wow,
yes.
how do they, like, follow? Tori's like, oh, they punched the down. Okay, and now they do, like, 20 different combos on them, and Tori's like, how do you do that?
Ah, yes. I would wonder that too. And I think the one moment in Evo that stood out to me the most was the one where Daigo was fighting Justin Wong, where he was pretty much close to dying, and then he was pretty much, how do I describe it? Countering all his entire super, and then finished it off with another super as well. I think it was like moment 30-something.
Like, cause like, Tori's pretty sure most of those like movements are all basically like frame perfect moves. And Tori's like, how do your eyes see things? How do your eyes see such quick things?
Yes, how are your reflexes this good?
She never knows. It's crazy. She likes watching it and likes like, look at it, she's like, imagine how cool she would be if she could do it.
Yeah, just imagine how cool we would all look if we could play exactly like them.
She'd be like the most chattest VTuber.
Yep, the most be like the Giga Chat of VTubers right now. I mean, you'd probably call yourself Giga Taiga.
Tori be Chat Taiga. She'd be like Tori Taiga.
Yep, Tori Taiga. Giga Tori.
No, Tori, until like very recently, she never actually played anything on the PC. She really like missed out a lot of games that were like PC or like any console that wasn't a portable console. Cause Tori owns only portable consoles. She doesn't like sitting at home and playing stuff. She likes playing things on the move or like in her bed. So she never really had until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, she never owned like a PS4. She owned like a Wii, but she hardly ever played it.
Mm-hmm.
She played her DS and PS Vita. Nobody knows what the PS Vita is.
Oh yes, the PS Vita. Ah, that was a great console. Too bad it wasn't marketed very well.
It was not marketed well at all.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a shame, really, because like the games on it were really good, and the port there was so many good ports, but they didn't really advertise it outside of Asia.
Yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, as far as portable stuff goes, my first portable console was actually the Game Boy, of course. And then
Tori's first one.
Yep.
Her first one was those, you know, have you ever seen those little console looking things where there's water in it and you push the button to let the loops go into a little stick ring?
Oh, I remember those completely. The frickin' Tiger.
That's our first game console.
The frickin' Tiger Electronics things.
No, not even Tiger Electronic, because that has electronics in it. The one the toy has is like literally like a little screen of water, and you push the button to swallow the water to get the
Ah.
She needs to find it, like, water loop console? They're gonna show her some fancy stuff. She wants to...
Yeah, I'll probably have to see it, actually.
Okay, she found a life-size version, but there was like a game console version. Wait, she'll send it to you. You understand the moment you see it. Like...
Ah, okay.
One of these ones. It's great.
Ah, these things, okay.
This specific anime inspired fighting game. Tori likes the characters from Blaze Blue. They look very good. Like Tori thinks the designs are really cool. I think the designs are super cool. She's really bad at
Alright, folks, I'm gonna try to show you the image Tori sent me. Image 2.
Cassette games? Cassette games? She's never heard of cassette games.
Ah, yes.
And again, she's
Cassette
like,
games. I think the Intellivision had those.
She was born in a third world country, so we didn't really get like game consoles until probably the PS, like maybe PlayStation 1. We never got the Sega Genesis or anything like that. We never got one of those.
There we go. These things.
Like, honestly, this was the coolest thing you could get back in the school days. Like, back when you were, give you a choice age.
Yep.
If you had one of these, you were the coolest kid in your school, you know? Like, everybody gonna play one of these. They're so good. They're so good.
Yep. Back in my day, we didn't have no Game Boys.
We did not have any Game Boys. We did not, like, try to know the Tiger Electronic one. Did she have a Ninja Turtle one? She doesn't remember. It's one of those one. Oh no, she had a Mega Man one. She had a Mega Man Tiger Electronic game.
Oh
Thingy.
god, the humiliation of that.
She had one of those, but honestly, she kind of kept herself occupied with these little loopy gals and Etch-a-Sketches. That's what she grew up on in terms of entertainment. 'Cause we didn't really have video games back then.
Ah yes, Etch and Sketch. I think I heard of those. We never owned one before.
They're so fun. But like if you do one, like if you go off course, your drawing's ruined. You can't erase it. And Tori's like, oh, okay.
Right. Alright,
Kids in
on
your
to
school
our...
snuck their PSP.
Yep.
They snuck their You know what? Tori tried to do that, and her DS got like confiscated, and she was already pretty old. She was like, "How dare you take her DS? Like you gotta play in recess. Like let her play her
Yes.
DS in recess."
Yes, don't bully people who just want to play their games, people. The hell's wrong with you? Alright then, moving on to our next question. What are your favorite game genres?
You know what? That's like if you asked this to her like 2 years ago, she actually wouldn't be able to answer you. But now she feels like she really enjoys things like Monster. She likes playing Monster Hunter for a long time. So like, she gets like action RPG games, as well as she seems to really enjoy management simulators. She can't seem to get away from management sim-esque games.
Nice.
How about you, Terence?
Ah, yes. I'm also a lover of action RPGs as well. I also play Metroidvania games, as well as platformers, 3D platformers, third-person shooters, and I think that's probably... and some MMOs occasionally too.
Tori feels like she's really bad at like platformers. She she's so bad at them. She's also bad at like anything shooting related, anything like that requires skill.
Yes. Oh, of course, I do play racing games occasionally. The only one I play now is Mario Kart, of course.
Tori really wants to try playing a racing game, like you know those Gran Turismo ones, but like with like those controllers with the wheel itself. You know, like she wants the gear stick, she wants the pedal, she wants to. If she plays a driving game, she doesn't want to press buttons to drive. She wants to like hold a wheel, but they're very expensive for something that she'll probably play like once or twice.
Oh yeah, true.
She does want to play it though. She wants to try playing like those kind of games just in using a wheel, a good old wheel.
Ah, yeah, true. That's true. Oh yeah, I should probably turn my noise suppression on. Forgot about that. Filters. Oh yeah, it's on there. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Pro driver. Tori is not a pro driver whatsoever. She just feels like it's immersive, you know? It's so like if Tori could play in VR like any of those Yakuza games, she would play it. She would want to punch them physically herself, you know? She would want to like do it in the real world.
Ah, yes. Oh, now that you brought up VR, that reminds me that I did have an Oculus Quest now.
Ooh, she needs to figure out like how to set
Quest
it
2,
up. Like
technically.
she wants to go. She wants to play like those cooking games, but in VR. But she has no idea how to set it up. She's a bit of a technological boomer. She's a bit, you know, she's the kind of gal that still wishes that people use Skype instead of Discord.
Right.
So you know, like.
Yeah, who remembers Skype?
Like, Tori wishes people use that at MSN. Like, Tori still doesn't want to use anything else. Like, when people are like, oh, let's move platforms. Tori's like, no, please don't make her move anywhere. It'll take her 10 years to try and learn how to use the platform again.
Right. Oh yeah, that would be true.
But Skype is good. Skype is a solid place. There's Tori's like early adulthood was
Terence,
on Skype.
can you tell
okay?
Tori she sounds so adorable and cute? Yes, she does.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Boomer, listen. She knows she is.
Right.
She's proud of it, okay?
Yes.
She's proud. She doesn't know how to use TikTok. She doesn't do any of that stuff. She hardly uses Vine.
Oh, Vine. Oh, God.
she's a through and through boomer.
Nothing wrong with boomers.
She's old, okay? She's haggard and old.
Right. All right, then. Moving on to our next question. Although this is going to be a kind of a weird one, though. Have you learned anything from video games and anime?
She definitely learned, like, when she grew up, she definitely learned a lot of English from it. Like, does that count? Like, she learned a lot of English because obviously a lot of games weren't in Thai, so she couldn't actually understand those games. She learned a lot of English, and she learned basic, you know, you should learn basic cooking from Cooking Mama back in the DS game.
Oh, nice. Oh,
You know, like,
that's an interesting concept right there. That would be like playing Trauma Center and learning how to be a doctor.
Actually, Cooking Mama's actually pretty decent in learning at least like what you're meant to do. You know, like you're not meant to know like the ingredients and like actually how to do it, but you're like, oh, okay. To make some katsu, you need to roll it in some flour, then some egg, then some panko. You know, and then you're like, and then it kind of sticks with you.
Nice. Oh yeah, that definitely sounds pretty complex.
But no, no, Tori does not know how to use TikTok. Like, she had to learn a little bit because, like, it's really good for VTubing, but she really doesn't like it at all. She really doesn't understand. Like,
Right.
nowadays when she meets people, and they quote TikToks at her, she's like, she has no idea what the hell they're talking about.
Yes, I have no idea what people talk about on TikTok either. I pretty much just have it specifically because of the VTuber.
Yeah, she literally has, like, she makes stuff just for the VTuber, like, aspect of things, but then she doesn't understand. This one time, there's apparently a trend about cats giving you points, and she just really did not understand it. And this gal, this post-2000 baby gal, to try to explain to her what these TikTok memes are. This doesn't work. This doesn't work.
It doesn't work for me either, because I don't know either.
No. She's trying to think what other game, if anything she's learned from video, is the fact that she played like things like Monster Hunter and things that aren't really like life lesson games.
Yes. That you learn life from them.
She learned patience during her WoW days.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, but World of Warcraft does look like a game that has a lot of patience.
Really depends what you do with it. Like, Tori feels like if you like don't care about certain aspects of it, you can enjoy good old World of Warcraft without any problems. But the fact that Tori really likes like collecting, for example, Pokemon. She really likes shiny Pokemon. She really likes like collecting and hunting shiny Pokemon. So like in WoW, there's aspects of it where you have to hunt like rare items and like rare mounts, and she spent so long, so she learned patience from that.
Oh yes. That definitely sounds good, alright.
How about you? Did you learn anything from good old video games?
Ah yes. Well, since I play a lot of JRPGs, I think the one thing I learn is to pretty much how to be a better person, usually never giving up most of the time, as well as
Power friendship?
Yep, usually that power friendship nonsense. Although of course I don't really follow that power friendship stuff that much though.
How many games have you played in your JRPG experience that the evil is overcome by the power of friendship?
Let's see, I think most of them.
She remembered playing this one game, and then she was so invested, and then in the end, the power of friendship beat, and she got so mad. She was like, "What?"
Yes, what?
Excuse me? Like, she spent 4 days playing this game to find out that it's just the power of friendship.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'd say the only JRPGs that don't really talk about that much would have to be, I want to say the recent Tales of game that I kind of played called Tales of Arise.
Tales games are like the definition of power of friendship, though.
Oh yeah, not this one though.
They're so really. Tori's played like 2 or 3 of them. He played Grace.
Oh yeah,
Symphony and Symphoria or something. What?
Yep, Symphonia.
And I forgot another one. There's another one of them, and they're all power of friendship ones. And Tori's like, why can't it just be like you got stronger?
Yes. Tales of Symphonia is also a bad example of that too, considering that most of the combat's usually like 4-on-1 stuff.
It's just the power of friendship. It's too strong.
Too strong, alright. And I think as other JRPGs, I think one of the Final Fantasy ones, I think was it 12? That didn't really have that trope too much.
She actually hasn't played that much Final Fantasy. She's played a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics. That's probably of a genre she likes. She really likes like strategy type games.
Oh yeah, those games are too complex for me.
She likes having time to think about it. There's Stadia games. There's like tactics. No, she doesn't really like Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
She's not a fan of Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, Fire Emblem I did start it recently getting into thanks to free houses.
The problem is with Fire Emblem is that she likes to marry everyone, so she can't pick. So she just stops playing because she can't pick who to marry.
Ah,
So
yes,
she
yes.
stops completely. She's like, she can't be bothered now. She played the game, and then she doesn't know who to marry, so she just stops playing the game.
Nice, nice. Definitely. Alright then, on to our next question. What books do you read?
That is a good question. Cooking books?
I guess that can count. Yeah, I guess that can count.
She's not much of a reader kind of gal. Like, Tori's not counting things like manga or anything like visual novel-wise, because it doesn't, it kind of, it's just, Tori's talking about books, like straight up like, you know.
Oh, you guys
paper
play
thick.
Time Crisis, best arcade rail shooter. I've beaten it 2 times along with my cousin. Ah, yes, Time Crisis is pretty good too.
Tori's playing the arcade, but then she dies up before, like, after the first boss. She doesn't want to waste money. She's like, oh, 1 quid. It's not eating more lives. She's not good at it. Plus, the arcade ones are usually kind of half broken.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not great.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Oh, yeah, back to the book question. Sorry about that.
She's trying to remember the last, like, whole book she read. Probably for her English class, like, back in school. Back in, like, middle school. That's probably the last time she read a whole book. Like, the whole hardback, 200 plus page. It's probably the last time she read a book. She doesn't read that much. She's not a big reader kid, gal.
Ah, yeah. Understandable, of course.
She reads a lot of science papers, if that counts. Like, encyclopedias on science. Does that count?
I mean, it still kind of counts as reading something, so, it doesn't have to be too much of a book.
She definitely does not read books, like non-fiction books. No. She likes listening to them and likes like hearing the story of them.
Mm-hmm.
She gets sleepy when she and she also skim reads because like how she like studies, she skim reads, so she can't really enjoy a book very well.
Ah, I see. Understandable, of course. Oh, so I guess that also means you listen to some of your books on Audible?
She used to until podcasts became more of a thing. Like, she definitely used to listen to, like, some books on like, audio, but then she's like, oh, she can just listen to podcasts.
Ah, okay. Oh, it's like Silver got another comment. I recently started reading mangas. Assassin's Creed, The Blades of Shogun Volume 1 is my first, and I like it.
That's so interesting that like something so like that isn't the norm of people's first manga. Like people's first manga is usually like what, like Naruto, Boku no Hero, you know, like Attack on Titan. So it's always interesting to see a gal that isn't like reading like a normal, not normal, you know, a common manga as their first one.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think as far as manga goes, I pretty much read some of them online.
It's really hard to find like manga place that isn't like Shonen Jump that like you can read without being like a bit sussy about it. You know,
Right.
she wants to like support the artists and stuff, but she really struggles to find a good site that she can like go and read stuff on. No, she does have a Shonen Jump one.
Oh, nice, nice.
No, she definitely reads much more manga than she watches anime. Like she's read a lot of stuff. She's much more. But now she doesn't really have the space for those volumes anymore. She had to donate so many of her volumes recently.
Ah, okay, okay. Ah, yes. I think as far as books that I read, I also don't read that many books unless you want to count really old video game magazines in the newspaper.
they kind of count. A good old volume of Nintendo Power, you know?
Of course, of course. Ah, yes. And for those who don't know, to flex even more how much boomers we are, NES games were pretty much made around before the internet, so you pretty much had to read Nintendo Power to figure out what to do in some games.
Or you had to like actually go and talk to people in real life and be like, have you played this game? Do you know how to pause this boss?
Yes. That is true.
So usually her brother would have played a lot of the games before she does, so he usually knows what to do. So Tori just goes, hey, how do you pause this pot?
Yep. Sounds good, Oh, yeah. For me, I don't think I had to use Nintendo Power for most of the games because the only Nintendo games I played around the time when I was a kid were like Super Mario World and such.
That's one of those games where you can like finish the game without a guide, but like if you went 100%, it'd be difficult.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
definitely. It would probably take a good couple issues of Nintendo Power if you did want it to 100% Mario.
Probably a good couple, maybe you just never do it. 'Cause she feels like even if you knew how to, can you? Like some of the stuff you need to do in that game is like maybe she's because she's really bad at platformers. She's like, she can't do that.
Ah, yes.
She can't do that.
Oh, yes. Hello, Ringo. Welcome to the stream. Oh, another comment from Silver. You guys watch any of Leiji Matsumoto animes? Also, he recently died from heart failure IRL. RIP to the legend.
No.
Ah, yes. RIP to him.
I'm trying to think, what series did he draw? Troy doesn't know. He doesn't know what series it is.
Oh, yeah. What series did he draw?
Does not know. Is it like Space Dandy? Is that Space Dandy Gal?
Space Dandy. Oh, yeah, that's another anime that I watched a while ago. And hello, Azusa. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I may have to look that up too.
Just trying to remember. Space opera animes? Oh, she knows those. You know what? They never aired back when she was younger.
Space
In Thailand,
opera.
anyway, they never aired those. So I saw like when she like was a bit older, when she moved over, the internet was there. She saw those. She saw it and she was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But she never watched them. Are they quite good? Then again, she didn't really have time to watch animes lately.
Ah, yes.
She don't have the time. No.
Oh, yeah. So he... Okay, I saw an article. So he does space battleship Yamato. Okay.
Oh, those like really the art style is very cool. Those like old school art styles.
Ah, yes. He
Really
also
cool.
does Captain Harlock. Okay. Galaxy Express 999. Okay.
So
Ah.
lots of very old school series.
Ah, okay. Nice. Oh, yeah, I think they have some of those on Hulu, actually.
Oh,
Yep, I'll have to find time to eventually binge watch anime. I mean, I barely binge watch anime nowadays unless the story in the anime's interesting enough for me to be invested in.
Yeah, she also struggles to find it sometimes as well. She always struggles to like find the time to do it.
Yips. Ah, yes, and on to our next question. What's your favorite food?
So it's a very, very, very specific thing, right? It's in Thailand, when you go around the world, each fast food place has like an exclusive to that country, more or less. In Thailand, the KFC is a hot wing. The hot wings in KFC is called gaisap, and it's the best thing you ever eat in your life. It is absolutely beautiful. It's so good. She has no idea what's in it. It's a spicy hot wing, but it has sour and salty notes. So good. So good. She can't get them. She can't recreate. She doesn't know how to. She has no idea what's in it. It's just amazing. It's her favorite food. But outside of that, she really likes kapow, which is a Thai basil dish. A stir-fried basil dish. She's very good at making it. It's like her thing she always makes. She always makes lots of different kinds of like versions of it. Super versatile. She's one of those things you can eat all the time. But best hand down food is Thai hot wings in KFC.
Ooh, okay. Ah, that's great. That's great.
Absolutely delicious.
How would you describe the taste of the wings?
The word for it in Thai is sap, and it's like it's spicy sour, but with salt in it as well. It's like, have you ever had like a papaya salad? Or like have you ever tried Thai food?
A papaya salad?
Like a Thai papaya salad, something. It's a bit like that, but it's hard to say the flavor because it's a very strong flavor. It's a very strong, sour, and spicy with a little sweet. It's very umami. That's probably the best way.
Ah, yes, umami.
Spicy umami.
Ah, okay.
So good.
Ah.
Like whenever she thinks about it, her mouth like waters a little bit.
Nice. Beautiful. Oh, my favorite food's pretty much more basic than that.
What is it?
Let's see, let's say pizza.
But like, there's so many kinds of pizza, you know? Do you like the trashy takeaway pizzas? Do you like a Domino's pizza, which is a bit less trashy, but it's still pretty trashy? Or do you like the sourdough ones? Do you like the New York ones? Or do you like the deep dish ones? So many different kinds.
Of course. I'd say, Domino's would have to be my favorite pizza place. Mostly because, the garlic seasoning that they put on the crust actually adds to the flavor of the pizza.
She had Domino's recently, and it does not sit well in her tummy anymore. Maybe it's got lactose intolerance, but she can't tell. She can't figure out why. Like, pizza is probably one of her least favorite, like, fast foods. Weirdly enough, she never has a fast food craving of pizza. She never has a pizza craving. It's weird.
Ah, yes.
It's a weird gal. Curry and biryani are your favorite? Curry and biryani is very good, but it's hard to get in this country that is good. It's really hard to get. Tori can also make it though. It's quite fun. Like it seems quite fun to make biryani because like you you can correct her if she's wrong. Like she doesn't know if anyone knows how she cook biryani, but she's pretty sure you have to do you have to put like a curry paste at the bottom of a rice cooker or stove, and then you put the uncooked rice on top, and then you cover it, and then the uncooked rice gets cooked by the curry sauce, and that's how you make biryani, basically.
Yep.
Super cool.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that definitely sounds really good, actually.
So it's super aromatic. We should do that one day. Should make to do a cooking stream of biryani cooking.
Oh yeah, that's a nice idea right there. Okay, on to our next question. Who or what was your biggest inspiration for being a VTuber? Yep, on to VTuber stuff now.
Oh, okay. Like, if we don't count just the usual VTubers, her favorite VTuber is called Kaguya Luna. She's a really old school VTuber. A very old one that does more focus on like skits rather than live streaming. But her like inspiration to start VTubing was actually a gal called Binging and Babish. If you don't know who they are, they do like cooking videos based off of what people like things from like different series. It's really nice. Like honestly, it's like a really nice show to like. Sure, not sure how it is nowadays, but back in the day, it was very much you can just like watch how to make Homer Simpson's sandwich from this episode in real life. It's a big influence of her to like be more of a cooking VTuber than a normal VTuber.
Okay. Very nice.
How
Yeah.
about yourself?
Let's see. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be a long story, actually.
Oh.
Okay, the very first VTuber that I watched around that time was Kizuna Ai.
So same generation as Kaguya Luna.
Yep, same gen as Kaguya Luna. And then after that, I started to be a little bit more fascinated about what other VTubers out there, and then I discovered Kaguya Luna, as said before. And then Mirai Akari, then Nekomina Hinata, which I still watch occasionally. And then
Interesting to know that there's still VTubers from back in those days that are still like active.
Yes, that is too. And then around that time, I also discovered Cybergirl Shiro, which she's now streaming now too.
Ooh.
And then I discovered another old gen VTuber who was named let's see if I remember. Her name was Yoemi. And through Yoemi, I found another VTuber who actually speaks in complete English and actually VTubes in the States called Natsume Moe.
Oh. Yeah, Tori knows Marie.
Yeah, and so I pretty much kept watching Moe's videos and kind of got attracted to her personality a lot. So she's kind of like my Oshi in a way.
Oh, hell yeah, that's cool. It's always nice to like discover your first like English-speaking VTuber. Tori didn't actually know an English-speaking VTuber until she started VTubing herself.
Yes.
As in like one that she actually like kept up and watched with.
And then there was one moment that I watched her April Fool's videos, and then I saw there was a whole bunch of other English-speaking VTubers out there too, so I pretty much got really intrigued and fascinated to the point where I kind of wanted to try it out too.
Yeah, that's really good. Like, it feels like a lot of people just kind of go, oh, maybe like, they can do it as well kind of thing.
Yeah, true. And I think around that time I was also really shy about my IRL face and my voice too.
She thinks VTubing is really good for that kind of thing. She thinks VTubing is a really good like thing to like utilize if you are a bit more shy.
Oh yeah, true. I think nowadays I'm probably not as shy as I used to be now.
It is good. It's a good thing. It's good to build confidence and such.
Of course, of course. And I think that's probably about it. As far as my VTuber journey itself, that's another story for later.
Oh, wait, as long as you end up right here, that's all that matters, right?
Of course, of course. And now to our next question. How did you come up with your name?
Tori was born with it.
I see.
She was simply born with it. She didn't even get a choice. She didn't even get a choice of her name. Just her name.
So I guess your parents thought it was a great idea to name you Tori Taiga then?
Yeah. Well, technically, they only named her Tori because her parents are tigers. So, our name was just good old Tori.
Right,
They,
right.
technically, it wasn't even our, because us tigers, we have our own names in our tiger gal language, but when she started speaking English, her zookeepers were like, hey, you like chicken?
Yep.
Your name is Tori now.
Right.
Tori means bird in Japanese.
Right, right. Hey, you like chicken? Here, we're gonna name you after a chicken then.
Yeah, they know it's so funny, but Tori actually likes her name, so I think it's a cute name.
Indeed, indeed. That's good. That's good. Of course. Ah, yes. On to our next question. Well, it's kind of the same one as before, in different contexts. So we'll just go with this one then. What have you learned from becoming a VTuber so far?
She definitely has learned that to be a bit more, like, happy with yourself, you know? Like, Tori feels like you need to, like, enjoy the hobby, in a sense. You have to enjoy doing what you're doing. You shouldn't be doing it in a way to just, get popular or, like, you're not doing it only for the fame aspect of it. You really need to learn how to, understand that you gotta do it just for enjoyment's sake. You just gotta enjoy what you're doing. And, it really helped her to be more comfortable with her own voice and everything. Because obviously every now, the first thing you really recognize the Tori is the fact that her voice is like this. But, you kind of learn a lot, honestly. Like, you learn how to do a lot of, like, if you don't have the money to hire people to do stuff, you end up learning a lot of skills, like how to, like, edit videos and, crop them and do After Effects and Premiere Pro and everything. How to edit your own models and all that stuff. Tori's learned a lot just through VTubing, but from actual streaming, she definitely learned how to talk to people a bit better. She feels like she learned how to talk. That's the best part.
Ah, nice. Very beautiful.
She feels like VTubing is a really good way of learning a lot of skills, but she feels like people definitely have to not kind of expect too much from it. They can't expect, like, to become super famous and popular. Even though maybe some of their peers, some people really struggle to like not compare themselves to people, especially their peers that they may have started off with the same time.
Yeah. That is true. Oh, looks like we lost Tori. Oh god. Question: Devil May Cry or Bayonetta? My answer would be Bayonetta, but holy crap. Oh wow, she's still in the call somehow, but she kind of disappeared. Tori-san, Doko. Oh, her net died. Give her a moment. Okay, looks like she's having some internet problems. She'll be back in a moment, folks. Okay. There we go, there we go. Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and probably throw in my follow-up question for what did I learn from becoming a VTuber while you guys wait. I think the thing that I've learned the most about VTubing is you have to learn to be a little bit more comfortable with yourself, as well as learn to enjoy your hobby. Learn to enjoy the hobby of it as well. Also, what do you do mostly? Oh yeah, as in hobbies or something? Or as in something else entirely? As for what do, I watch a lot of stuff on Hulu, Crunchyroll as well. Oh, on the channel. Oh, I just do a lot of game streams. I do a variety of game streams, and I also try to beat games. I also upload shorts, and most of the shorts on the stream, most of my shorts are stream clips, of course. So I think that's about it. I'm also kind of trying out a few variety of other things on streams too. Like yesterday we did do like a semi-music stream where I was messing around with my keyboards and stuff. Do I do game requests? No, I don't. I don't do game requests. Usually, if there is something that I done on the channel before, I usually try to make polls on seeing, hey, do you guys want to see this comeback?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. She's very sorry. Her internet died. It's just the British internet. Just a good old British internet. She's very sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
Is her model back? She has no idea if anything is back.
Yips. Okay. Look, she's back. A little bit blurry.
She's very sorry. Oh, look, you can tell her internet's bad because she's appearing in like literally blurry state.
Yep, okay.
Oh, she's returning.
Yep, she's returning to quality now.
Unfantasing. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
She's very sorry. She's
Yep.
very sorry. Her internet it's just British internet. Can't help it.
Yep, British internet, of course, at its finest.
Google British internet. She has to like turn off her internet on her phone to like message you and be like, her internet died. She's be like,
Oh god.
using her 4G, and she's like, oh no. She's like, she hopes it comes back. Sometimes it just doesn't come back for like an hour, and she's like, okay, it is what it is. You can't complain.
Right. Understandable. Alright then, I think, to our last question.
She's sorry.
No problem.
She was like, she answered the question and there was no reply. She looked at her internet and she was like, oh no.
Damn, yep. Yes. Gotta love it when Wi-Fi gives you some crap, folks.
It's not even Wi-Fi, it's Ethernet.
Ethernet.
It's just the straight up internet provider. It's not even Wi-Fi. It's just Ethernet dies on it.
Ah, yes, to answer your question, Silver, I play a lot of action RPGs and survival games on the channel most of the time. Basically, if it's a genre that I like, I do play it.
It makes sense. You gotta make sure you play the games you want to play.
Of course. Oh yeah, I probably go ahead and do my follow-through question on my biggest Oh, let's see, what have I learned from VTubing so far? Almost got sidetracked. Alright. I think the thing I've learned from VTubing the most is that, you're gonna have a lot of tech issues.
Yeah, it seems to be a thing. Like, Tori, no matter what, she always have a tech issue or two. She begins to, like, go, how do VTubers who never have tech issues do it?
Right.
How do they do it?
Yes, how do they do it? And I think the thing I also kind of learned the most is that, your content probably won't be liked by everyone, and you won't always be perfect, and you probably won't really grow or be as successful as other people, too.
And this is learning how to not get yourself down from it. She thinks she sees a lot of VTubers who, like, graduate or quit because they don't feel like they're growing as much. And Trace gets very sad when she sees those. She feels like, you should be doing this not for the fame. You should be doing it because you just enjoy playing games and making new friends.
Indeed. Of course. And I think, the other thing I've learned the most is, sometimes you gotta learn to have a little bit fun with what you decide to do. If you're not having fun with it, then you're clearly not gonna get anywhere. Or you're just gonna burn yourself.
That is true. Like, there's been games that Tori feels like she should play, but she doesn't enjoy it on stream. Like, there's a few games occasionally where she's like, I should probably enjoy this more off stream than on stream. So she's like, oh, maybe she shouldn't stream it, but like, she's still struggling with trying to be like, no, she won't stream it. You just play off stream. But she feels like finding that out yourself is a very important part of the process.
Right.
Because if you enjoy the content you make, people will enjoy watching you as well. Trace feel like people will be able to tell if you don't enjoy if you're not enjoying doing something.
Yeah, definitely.
She definitely thinks so.
Alright, Dean. Alright, moving on to our next question. It's another VTubing one, of course. Did VTubing bring any changes to you in terms of personality or the new things you experienced?
She feels like she's better at talking to people who don't talk very much. Like she's much better at kind of building a conversation up than she used to. She feels like that in that sense she's a lot more extroverted than she used to be. So, like, her personality-wise, like, she feels like she's a lot more extroverted, but she also knows what she wants because it's doing something for yourself in a sense. She knows what she wants, and she can talk to people better.
Ah, yes. Ah, that's good.
How about yourself?
I think as for myself, I think as far as personality goes, I'm still pretty much the same personality that I am in my IRL self. I'm pretty laid back and mostly relaxed and chill most of the time. But I also, a little bit extroverted, but still mostly introverted. So I'm like a mix between introverted and extroverted because...
Yeah, ambivert, right?
Yep. Because I stumble on my words a lot, and I usually takes me a minute to think about what I have to say. And sometimes I can go on a little bit of tantrums too when I get too invested in something.
She definitely does that, so she definitely goes off on tangents and forgets where she started, and she forgets what she was talking about, and then she's like, oh, well, we got a whole new tangent now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So she feels like she's still the same gal that she was before she started VTubing, just better at expressing it and more confident in expressing it, she thinks.
Ah, yes. Of course, VTubing's also slowly helping me get outside my shell and being a little bit less shy too.
It feels like VTubing in general, just exposing yourself to a new community really does help your confidence up.
Ah, yes, definitely. Alright, next question. Did you ever once regretted VTubing?
Not in the way that most other things. Like, Tori feels like it does take away time from her, like, in real life friends and stuff. But, like, because of how old Tori is, most of us are kind of busy with our adult life, so it doesn't feel like that sometimes. She does sometimes think about, like, whether or not she should be, like, spending the time she does VTubing and for, like, to, like, spend time in real people, but, like, in a sense, it's like, you know, everybody has their own thing that they do, so in a sense, I never regrets it. There's definitely been more pros and cons, for sure.
Ah, yeah, definitely. I think as far as me goes, I don't think I regretted it once because I wouldn't be able to do the things I do if I wasn't VTubing.
So cute. She thinks like it's definitely more pros and cons in terms of VTubing. Obviously, like she does this, like the most thing she regrets is probably buying certain assets and art and stuff, and like she's like, it's a lot of money. Probably the monetary regrets.
Oh yeah,
but
that is true.
But it's like nothing compared to all the pros you get from it.
Indeed. It's all about the journey along the way, folks, not the budget.
If only it was that.
If only it was that simple, of course. Of course, you have to pretty much spend a whole bunch of money on new mics. And then probably spend a lot of freaking money on probably either capture cards or hard disk drives just so you have enough freaking storage just so you can actually get more files and stuff.
That is true, that is true.
And then...
It was nice to meet every gal is Low Silver. Thank you for coming by. Thank you.
Yep, thank you for dropping by, Silver. It was nice meeting you as well.
Thank you.
Also enjoy your Lorca Shar Banu, if I read that right. Yips. And of course, you also will have to end up spending money on games that you want to stream to.
Yeah, even though you have a backlog of games, you end up having to buy. Then again, that's an interesting regret in a sense. She regrets having there's a pressure of playing new games when they first come out. Tori likes to buy games normally before she started VTubing, like after it goes on sale. She's never been like a day one kind of gal. The only franchise she's a day one gal for is like Monster Hunter and Pokemon. But nowadays she feels like she has to day one a lot of things. So, which is a pain because they're more expensive.
Ah, yes, and not only that, then other people are gonna be doing it too.
It's true.
Ah, yep. Alright, let's move on to our next question. Do you feel like you must be very talented to be a good VTuber?
No, she didn't think so at all. Like, she feels like being too talent. There's not really much like talent. You can be like the worst gamer in the world and still be funny and interesting. Like, you don't really need talent at all. She feels like it's all about like how you use your talents as they are to your advantage. If you wanna be a successful VTuber anyway, like as in like grow and be super popular. But you don't need talent at all. Look at her.
Right. Yes, look at me, folks. I don't have that much talent myself.
You just have to be kind of welcoming and friendly. Honestly,
Right. Yeah, that'll be one heck of a talent to have right there. Because that's practically like 90% of my streams right there. Almost like 80 to 90.
Tori always struggles with it. Tori always struggles with audio issues. She doesn't know why, but it just happens.
Right, right. Yeah, that's pretty much all stream problems that all streamers have. Sometimes something is too low, sometimes it's too high, and then sometimes you're just spending like freaking 5 to 10 minutes trying to figure out what the hell you're doing to fix it.
Yeah. Sometimes Tori just turns on her stream and her mic settings have reset. And she's like, that's great.
Oh yeah, that's amazing right there. Alright. On to our next question. Let's see. Yes. Here's a slightly positive one. What's your favorite thing about becoming a VTuber?
Her favorite thing, honestly, is the fact that people, your community, like you for your personality, not for your looks or for like that kind of aspect of stuff. She feels like it's the most heartwarming thing you could ever ask for. That people like end up liking Tori because of her personality, not just because of how she looks in real life. And she feels like it builds confidence in a sense in your own, your own personality, whether or not people like you or not. It definitely helps with that, and it helps that people won't judge, like they won't judge or they won't presume things of you just because of how you look. They actually judge you for your character, which Tori feels like that's the best thing about VTubing in her opinion. Ever since she started, it's been very nice to like have gal pals that like her for her character, not for like her looks or anything.
Mm-hmm. That's good, that's good. As for myself, pretty much almost exactly like your answer. Which, finding a group of people that accepts you for who you are without having to change or make compromises for other people, of course.
Like, she feels like it's nice to have people like you, you for who you are.
Indeed, indeed. And that's pretty much, the most fun thing about VTubing is that we can welcome each other regardless of our, backgrounds and circumstances.
Yeah, she thinks so as well.
As long as no one goes around comparing numbers to each other.
She feels like those gals are a bit like inconsiderate. Some people aren't there for numbers, and some people are just there to vibe with every gal.
Right. That is true.
I think so. She never really looks at any gal's numbers. She kind of ignores people's numbers. Though she does get a bit shy, like talking to gals with bigger numbers, because she's worried that they'll think that she's only talking to them for like their numbers.
Right.
So she gets a bit shy talking to people, but she really doesn't like look at people's numbers at all. She doesn't really care. She has enough problems in her life to care about her own numbers and other people's numbers.
Right. That is true. We got too many things going on in our life to worry about other people's success.
Yeah.
The life of a boobers.
We have taxes to do, okay?
Indeed.
Like, why? That's the only number Tori cares about.
Right. Yes. I think on to our last question. Do you have any words for your fans?
She's very grateful. She's very grateful for the gals who like. It is very interesting to see how the world of VTubing is, especially throughout the like COVID times, because like she knows because home and COVID and everything. So it's really nice. And she's really appreciative of those gals who have stuck through it. And now we're not really out of COVID, but like the world is kind of getting back to the non-COVID days. People are still coming and spending their time with Tori, and it makes her feel like she's really built a nice community. So she's very grateful for that. She's grateful for all her gal pals for supporting her throughout the last couple of years. It's been a nice time.
Ah, that's good. That's good. Let's see.
I think so.
Of course. And I think now we can just go on full-on Zatsudan mode now.
Yeah. Good old chat.
Indeed. Ah, so Tori, what's your favorite Monster Hunter game?
I think like how many hours she put in, or like the one that's left the biggest impact?
How about both? What has the biggest impact on you?
The biggest impact was probably, honestly, Freedom Unite, which is the PSP one, because it's like her first, it was her first, ARPG. She definitely, never played one from scratch, because she would usually pick up her brother's game and play it. It was her first one she played from, starting her own character and learning the game, and it was, a very interesting game that didn't actually teach you how to play the game. It just kind of threw you into it. But the one that she put the most hours in was the DS one for Monster Hunter Unite for you.
Mm-hmm.
She put about 1,000 something hours in.
Oh wow.
And it's the way that it's how Tori got really close to her best friends now in real life. We would just play Monster Hunter for hours, in the evenings and stuff, and it's really it holds a nice memory for that, because we have so many funny memories from the game.
Mm-hmm. Ah, nice.
How about yourself?
Ah, yes. My Monster Hunter history is kinda iffy, but also kinda old too. The first
Did
monster.
you play the PS2 one?
Oh no, unfortunately, around that time, I wasn't old enough to make any money, and I had to pretty much at the mercy of our parents, pretty much buying us stuff around that time.
She gets you, she understands.
Ah, yeah. But the first Monster Hunter game I did play was Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii.
Oh, that's a very interesting one. Try hardly played that one.
Ah,
She
yes.
hardly played it. She hardly played it. It's because she hated the Wii controller. To play Monster Hunter was Troy didn't have the money to buy one of those there's extra controllers you can play with a normal controller. So she was she had to play with the little rectangle thing, and she's like, no, this is not user friendly for someone with tiny hands. Tori has very small hands.
Right.
It's very tiny. These teeny hands. But Monster Hunter is it's a good series, but she's not the biggest fan of Rise. She's only had maybe 80 hours on Rise. She doesn't really enjoy it as much, weirdly enough.
Ah, yes. Well, I did say try not Rise, but Rise is pretty great, though.
Rise is okay. Maybe it's because for you and Try were very close to each other.
Oh,
so
yes.
we just kind of skipped. We kind of just jumped from the PSP to the DS.
Oh,
compared
yes.
to
Yes.
we just kind of skipped it. Troy has the game, and she put maybe 100 something hours in.
Ooh.
She still finished the game, but it was there was no fervor. There was no G rank or
Mm-hmm.
high rank stuff she went into. She kind of went, for use out. Let's just play that instead.
Yep, understandable. And then after Monster Hunter Tri, there was Monster Hunter Free Ultimate on the Wii U.
Troy never owned a Wii U. Not many people own Wii U's.
Yay for being one of the rare breeds. Yep.
Like, the only time she's ever seen a Wii U was used for karaoke machines.
Oh yeah, like the joy sound thing.
Yeah, like on those. That's the only time she's ever seen a Wii U. She has never played a Wii U. She's never touched one except for karaoke purposes.
I see. Understandable.
Older Monster Hunter is better MMO? Just more weight into it? Yeah! Tori feels like it's slow as well! It's because they don't handhold you tutorials. Older Monster Hunter! If you play like Freedom Unite, they just go, here's a weapon, go fight monsters. Like there's no tutorial. And Tori felt like she had to have skill to play that game.
Yes.
But nowadays they kind of show you, oh, press the B button to do this thing. And Tori's like, no.
Okay.
There's no more difficulty in it.
You have no more difficulty in learning controls.
Yeah, and back in the older console games, you have to like stop and drink your potion. You can't just run while drinking your potion. So you will die. Like you're frantically mashing the B button whilst you're whetstoning because the monster's running at you. You can't just like cancel it or run. You can't just go, well, this is life now. Accept fate.
Yes. Oh yeah, then.
What weapon do you main?
Ah yes. Around the Tri area, I mostly mained the switch axe.
Oh.
And then we finally unlocked longsword, and then I never went back to any other weapon.
That was like her with Insect Glaive. She was like, oh, this is such a good weapon. And then because she loved like doing those like the monster mounting, so she was like, yes, Insect Glaive. But before that, she did dual blades and greatsword. Then in the newer game, she plays like most of the melee weapons. She's never touched a range weapon in her life. No.
Yep, same here.
She's not a fan. She's bad at aiming. She can't do it.
Yep.
She's not a fan.
Ah yes.
Too much management.
And then around the free ultimate days, which I did actually beat, by the way.
Oh.
It was pretty great, actually. I actually got all the friggin' armor sets around that time. As well as fought the friggin'
So satisfying when you have a build.
Yep.
So when you have a build for every monster you fight, you're like, yes, chef's kiss.
Yes, a chef's kiss, indeed. Yes, now I finally don't look awkward anymore. Of course. Although I kind of also like the newer games in that sense where you don't have to probably grind as much to get...
Yeah, that's true. You don't have to build different art. Wait, is Rise a different armor set for a range and melee?
Oh, Rise's stuff is kind of based off world, as in each armor set does come with its own skill and such.
Okay, so yeah, like Troy forgot how Rise and World is, but back in like the older games, when you have armor sets, they give you minus points as well. So you could have attack up, but you will die in 2 hits. Like
Right.
She likes the difficulty aspect of it. But maybe it's because maybe she's not as much into Rise because she don't really play Monster Hunter with her like in real life gal pals. But we're all getting too old and busy.
Right.
We're getting too old and busy. We don't have time to play anymore.
Yeah, because we have to have bills to pay and such.
Yeah, and like when she plays Monster Hunter, she's like if she's playing alone. She's dead silent. Like, she's like... There's no noise coming out of her.
No noise.
Except when she's playing with people. Then she'll, like, talk and stuff. But, like, it's very hard to commentate Monster Hunter, in her opinion.
Oh, yeah, that is true sometimes. Unless you want to comment on the monster designs.
But there's only so much after you hit the 10th round trying to get your gem. You know, like, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just grinding
Yet now we're just freaking grinding for this one freaking armor piece just to make this one armor.
No, she feels like Monster Hunter story isn't great enough to like indulge in the story. You know, the story is just go kill monster. Monster come and destroy village. Village is gonna get destroyed if you don't kill the monster. Like there's literally a story. There's no other story.
Yes, yes.
She feels like it's just not. It's just like, you know, the story is bad. You just want to go slap some monsters, and that's all you do in Monster Hunter. It's good that way.
Yes. Of course.
What story? To be fair, the For You story was pretty good. The Gorm Magala, like the storyline was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like the monster like sheds his skin, and it's a pretty good. Like at least for Monster Hunter standards, it's good.
Yes. At least for those kind of standards, it's good. Because I do know that
standards are very low.
Because I know that frickin' world story wasn't too good. It was pretty much monster is getting away with our research. We must kill it.
Yeah, but that's probably the most complex Monster Hunter story you've gotten since.
Right.
The Rise really tried to put a better story in, but like, don't do what you don't need to do. You know, Monster Hunter is a good game without story. Just go kill monster. You make money. Very good.
Right. You can include a story, just don't make it too complex.
Yeah, Tori feels like you just let it go kill the monster. Don't need to explain the deep story of the uncle, you know?
Right. Yeah, we don't need to hear that too much.
It's very true. It is very true. Though she does like some of the side games of Monster Hunter though. Like she does like stories a little bit. Though she finds the rock paper scissors gameplay a bit boring.
Yep.
Have you played the stories games?
I have not, but I've definitely seen some gameplay footage, and they definitely didn't really seem like my kind of team T. But I would definitely love to see a traditional Monster Hunter game with its art style, though.
Oh, that'd be weird. Tori is the total opposite. She'd be like, no, do not chibify her monsters.
Well, not really chibi-fied, they're more
hunting.
like freaking shell shading them. Although I think in
they're definitely chibified. They're definitely chibified in stories. They're like the big giant heads, little bodies.
yeah, I think in the sequel they definitely normalized them a bit more.
Oh, she hasn't played the sequel game. She only played the really old one.
Yeah.
Have a look at it.
Yes. Oh yeah, and then I'd say my favorite Monster Hunter game now is probably it's definitely a toss between Rise and World now.
Like it took her a long time to get used to World, but she actually quite enjoyed it. She has probably about 600 hours on it, and she was like, okay, she's done now.
Nice.
Like she has a lot of hours on it, but at the same time, she's kind of like the only difficulty factor was just like you have to get more health. You know, like there wasn't like, oh, you have to like, there was no strategy in her sense. Like you have to get better armor, better weapon, and you defeat the monster. There's no, in my opinion anyway, compared to the older games. But she still enjoyed it. Like don't get her wrong. She really still loves Rise and Worlds. But it hits different. Older Monster Hunter has hit different. If she could play Freedom Unite from scratch again, she would. But she hates doing the early game. As a gal who's quite decent in Monster Hunter, she really finds the early game really boring.
Yes, that can be true actually.
It's just the monsters are too weak. She would like to fight. Like her first monster she wants to fight is like, at least like a Kezu, you know, like at least that level.
Yep, Kezu.
Like if she has to fight like, you know, like a Velocitron. Tori's just like, this takes too long. This takes too long. Too many quests. Too many gathering quests.
Yep.
It's no fun.
Yep, way too many of those. Oh yes, gathering quests are boring as hell.
No, the worst one is the egg one. Those egg and amber ones. Because Tori like almost 100% Freebie and I, like all the quests and stuff, all the side quests. She hated the egg quest. She was like, oh, please, just let her through. Just let her do the egg quest. Can let she skip it? Cannot skip it.
Right.
Can't skip it.
You can't skip them. Because you must have those eggs to make the ultimate omelet.
To be fair, Monster Hunter food looks so good. What Worlds did not. The Worlds and Rise did not, did not miss with the food aspect.
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, especially World, because you have that freaking platter. Platter looks like it probably looks really good as well as expensive too.
Yeah, Tori went to the launch party of Worlds, and they served the platter, like a barbecue-ass platter that looked like the platter from the game, and it was so good.
Wow.
It was so good. Like, Calculated a lot of, like, activity, like, like, community days. So Tori went to one of those, and they let you play the game, for one, and then they let you eat the platters, and it was so good. So good.
Oh, wow.
But it's just grilled food, like, realistically, it's grilled food served in a fancy way. It's all just grilled food. It's not that special. The seasoning was not the best, but it's just grilled food. You can't go wrong. It's over so fire. It's so good.
Of course. Oh yeah, speaking of food in medias and such, I think the One Piece food actually looks kind of good, what Sanji makes.
They always do. All the food, like food anime, looks so good. Like they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Tori, like it's because Tori only watch really old school series or like very old school animes or play old school games. Like what the kind of food she's used to expecting to see is like Sims 2 food,
Right.
Like she's not used to seeing such beautiful food in her games.
Right. Oh, what's the food in the Sims games like, actually?
It's like a cubola. It's like gelatinous. Like, the one that she remembers the most is the mac and cheese. Because it's the one of the first things you can make in that game. And it's like a cube. Like a Minecraft cube with the texture of mac and cheese. Like, it's terrible. But, like, that's what she was expecting from all these games. And, like, and then all these newer games had such beautiful food. Even Pokemon has good-looking food.
Right. Definitely. All those freaking sandwiches on those baguettes.
But like the textures are still pretty, even though the sandwich looks terrible in the end with the one she makes anyway.
Right.
The rest of it looks really good. Like all the food in the cafes and stuff, the food looks so cute, and like she wants to be able to draw food like that.
Right. Oh yeah, now that just got me thinking of something even funnier now. Imagine freaking Subway in a Pokemon game.
You've literally made a Subway though.
Yeah, they did. And Scarlet and Violet.
The Tori really likes Sword and Shields like Curry. The Curries were really cute in her opinion. She just likes like cute, like very cute, cozy style artwork.
Oh
She
yeah.
loves like food drawings like that.
Oh yeah, the curry did kind of look pretty good actually.
Especially if you get the fancier ones. You get like all the like fancy topping ones. They look so good.
Right.
Very yummy.
It almost kind of makes you wish you would actually make it in IRL and eat them, huh?
Yeah, Tori is thinking of doing that one day. She wants to like try to get like as she said like Bridget Babish was one of her inspirations in like content creation. She wants to try making that, but she's not really confident enough of her cooking skills to make food look like the thing. She knows she can make food taste like the thing, but she doesn't know she can make the food look like it.
Oh yeah.
She needs some more practice. She'll need to practice more.
Indeed, indeed. Oh yeah, as far as probably the Monster Hunter game that probably had the biggest impact on me, it was also Try 2, because I did actually play and talk with people on Try 2.
Really? Just like, as in like, just random gals?
Oh yeah, pretty much randoms around that time.
Powerful.
Because around my MMORPG games, I also used to play this game that came out on the Dreamcast called Phantasy Star Online, of course.
Oh, Phantasy Star is pretty good. Tori used to play the PSP one.
Oh yes, the PSP ones were great.
Very old gal, great old games.
Yeah, pretty old nowadays. Yeah.
No, she knows a few people that still play the online ones. Isn't it an MMO one?
Ah yes, there's still the MMO one. Which is, that's PSO2 now. Yep.
Yeah, like people still play it, which is crazy to me. When Tori knows a gal that's been playing like MMO for a long, long time, Tori's like, wow, pretty impressive.
Oh, of course, of course. In fact, since we're on the subject of PSO2, I did finally reach the max level in New Genesis, which I've never been able to reach the max levels in any PSO game at all.
It's pretty impressive. You need to put a lot of hours in to get to max level.
Oh yeah, and yeah, back in the day, they actually, the max level for PSO games was like level 200.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Tori's never like a gal who, she normally, when she finishes a game, she's like, okay, she's done with it now. Like, she's never like, she'll continue on. The only game that she does that with is Monster Hunter, because the game never ends.
Oh yes, MMOs never freaking end.
She feels like there's always so much to do, and she's like,
so much to do, so much to hunt, so little time. Of course, in PSO2's case, I do really like the portable games. Portable 2 Infinity is probably my favorite in the series, of course.
It's one of those games that Tori always likes to like hear about, like, you know those like lore videos? Tori will listen to those because Tori's like, she doesn't have the time to play all these games. Though she does prefer like portable games, so she might one day pick it up. Who knows? Maybe she'll find it in her like local we have a GameStop, right? It's like the second-hand game store. We have an equivalent called CEX. So maybe Tori can find it there.
Oh yes, yes. And I think what I did like about Portable 2 is how much they actually improved on PSU's gameplay.
Change with it, you know?
Oh yeah, I was mostly referring to the portable games. Of course, Phantasy Star Universe was a bit of an improvement over original PSO2 in terms of gameplay, but it didn't really, it had a bit more stiffish feel compared to what you play in other action games, of course.
Gets you. No, she already knows very basic things about Phantasy Star, so it's good that she's learning a bit more about it.
Yep. Then, of course, PSO2 pretty much improved everything and blew everything out the water.
It is good that it's always nice for a new game to come out and it's better, you know?
Yes.
It's always bad when a game comes out and it's worse than its predecessors.
Oh yeah, that is true too.
Sometimes you're like, why is this game worse?
Oh, what happened? What happened to what I originally loved about this game? What?
Exactly. It's like, why are you worse than what you want to be?
Right. What have you done with yourself?
No, she feels that 100%. She feels that so much.
Ah, yes, yes.
She could keep some. Oh, 1 second.
No problem.
Have you been hydrating enough, Terence?
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. I think I've been drinking some water, of course. In fact...
Tori's been told that she drinks too much water.
Ah, yes. I've been told that too about myself, too, because, sometimes whenever I drink something, my throat always still kind of feels a little dryish from time to time.
But Tori's one of the weird girls who really likes the taste of water. Like, people say Tori knows a few girls that hate the taste of water. And Tori's like, what do you mean you hate the taste of water? What do you mean?
Ah.
You know?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, flavored water is really good. But regular water kind of doesn't have a lot of taste.
Nice, cold, fresh glass of water is the best. She doesn't like the flavored water very much. It tastes too fake.
Oh,
It
yes.
tastes too, like, artificial. You know, like, she loves strawberry as much as the other girl, but it tastes like she's drinking, like, food coloring.
Nice.
It's too fake. She likes, you know, she just likes a good old, maybe a single slice of lemon in there.
Yep, a good slice of lemon in there just to add that little kick to it.
I think so. It is so much good. Make sure you drink water, everyone. Stay hydrated.
Yep, stay hydrated with whatever beverage you have. In my case, I do have
soda.
water and some Gatorade here in my room.
What is Gatorade?
It's kind of like a energy drink-ish kind of thing. Think of it as
They're like,
Monster Energy, but not as sweet.
but then you'll be awake for the rest of the day. You'll be buzzing. Then again, it is short. Tori hasn't had her daily coffee. Still, she's getting sleepy. It's only 10 p.m.
Ah, yes.
Most people who don't like water just have a problem tasting whatever is used to sanitize the water. And the problem is that in the UK, she's pretty sure in the US it's not safe to drink tap water.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the UK it's safe to drink tap water. So, like, it tastes like good minerals. You know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It just tastes like good, tasty minerals.
Oh, yeah, imagine eating a bag of Skittles and they didn't taste like anything but minerals.
Bag of Skittles. Troy hasn't had Skittles in ages. Wait, do you call your Skittles something else? Wait, is it Skittles that you girls call something else?
Oh,
Is it a loop?
Skittles. Taste the minerals.
Oh, okay. So Skittles is still good because you call. Oh, I forgot what they're called in America. There's a thing that there are permaviolets in the UK. That's something else that we have in the UK, but you call it in the US. What is it called? Oh, I forgot now. Oh well, it's outgone from memory. She doesn't know.
Right.
But there's definitely different sweets in the UK. You call different things in the US. But Skittles, you're talking about the little chewy, fruity candies, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty much like those. They're like little, like tiny little candy-ish things that are colored and they have some
Okay.
little gels. Think of them as like M&Ms, except the opposite.
Yeah, okay. Okay, it is a thing she's thinking about. Okay.
Did you mention
Gatorade is not energy drink? Oh.
sports drink?
Oh, is it like a Lucasade?
Ah,
Do you
yes.
have Lucasades in number?
It's
Oh, she gets it now. Okay.
Right.
But they're so sugary. She gets a sugary high from it. She gets like really buzzing and then she gets really sleepy afterwards. She's like, no, good night now.
Yep, sugar crashes are real, folks.
When you get older, sugar crushes get you much quicker.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's marketed as
caffeine ones.
a sports drink, of course.
But it's just caffeine. Is
This
there
is
caffeine in it?
Because it's designed to give you sugar and replenish salt levels. Yeah.
Oh, so it is like Lucasade. She'll go try some. She'll go try some when she goes to America.
Ah, yep, that would be great.
She put it in her list of things to try out. Like, banquet ready meals.
Of course. Oh, yep, she's gonna be... Yep, you're gonna be making bentos and stuff in America then?
Bentos? No, she gotta eat all the unhealthy foods.
Right.
She wants to see how big a large, like, McFlurry is in American Mackies.
Oh, yes, true. Because in America, we like things big.
But like, how big? Like, she wants to know. Because someone, like, took a photo of their shopping aisle for her, and then she saw the shopping aisle, and they're massive. Your shopping aisles are, like, twice the size of her ones.
Ah, yeah.
In the UK? Why?
Because Americans love their calories, I guess.
But, like, is it more expensive to have that much land?
Yep, I guess so. Yep.
You know, would Tori be allowed? Like, Tori wants to sit on those little scooters. Are you allowed to? Is anyone allowed to use them, or is it only for those who actually can't walk?
Ah, yes. I think we have like two different types of scooters. One.
Tori wants to go on a scooter.
Ah, yeah. One's for old people and one's just for riding. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you have one just for people who just are too lazy to walk?
Ah, yeah. Those we call hover rounds.
Tori wants to go on one. Tori wants to understand.
It's mostly for old
why
people.
the girls. Okay, listen, Tori's pretty old. Okay, she can get away with it.
Yep.
She can get away with it. Okay, it's fine.
Of course. And yes, we do have those electric scooters. Which, we do have, like, the ones that you can rent. I think they're called, like, spin
She doesn't
things.
pay for it.
Yep.
She doesn't want to pay for it. She wants to go to a Walmart and sit on a scooter at this shop. Like, she wants to understand.
Right.
Scooters and storage is for the stable. Oh, okay, then she won't touch them. She just wanted to go on a little scoot thing.
Yep. Alright then, oh, it's about over 2 hours now. Okay. So yeah, I think...
Time goes super quickly.
Indeed. So I think now's a good time to probably wrap up, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like a good thing. Troy can get a nice early night.
Yep. Alright then.
Do you have anything exciting coming up, Terence?
Ah yes, I just finished my stream schedule, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of streaming. We're gonna try to beat Pokemon.
Ooh.
Well, technically, we gotta have one more Pokemon battle, and then we gotta take on the Champions exam and beat the Elite Four.
Oh, you might. Troy feels like if that's where you are, you can probably fit it in one like 4-hour long stream, or it'll be 2 streams until you're done with the game. She thinks.
Ah, yes. And then, of course, during the Pokemon, we're also gonna be doing Sonic Frontiers as well.
Sonic, is it the one you make your own OC?
No, that's Sonic Forces.
Oh, that's the only one Tori wants to. Tori really wants to borrow someone's game just to build the OC and beat. She won't play the rest of the game. She just wants to build the OC.
Nice.
She just wants to build her own Sonic
Right. Nope, I don't think I have.
Go do it after stream. It's great.
Oh, it's gonna be funny that... Yeah, just imagine Terence as Sonic character now.
Yeah, no, just Google search Terence the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Terence the
Okay, and then you're gonna see somebody's OC. If you have a common name, like a normal name, you will find yourself a Sonic OC on Google. It's a great pastime to do.
Right. Yep, sounds good, sounds good.
Highly recommend.
Ah, yes, of course, we also have a few collab streams next week, too.
Enjoy. Go and check out, go and support Terence, okay?
Yep, and be sure to check out Tori as well, folks.
Thank you for having her, Terence. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting her to this little chat. She really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you for joining as well.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yep. Until next time, folks, I will see you guys probably tomorrow with Sonic Frontiers.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you.
Alright, now let's get our ending screen going. Oh yeah, we can take the logo off too. Goodbye, logos. You will be missed. Yep, until next time. Oh yeah, this is usually all the fan art that I have around here.
Oh, he's super cute. It's always nice to see like little pics. Fresh puppy pics up like this.
Oh yeah. And there was me as a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Thank you. It took me quite a while to sort out the pics and make it in Movie Maker.
Yeah, the problem is Tori feels like because she like drools around stuff, she's gonna end up adding to it and it'll never end. Like she'll have to do a new video every week and she'll be like, she does not have the willpower for that.
Yep, understandable.
Thank you so much, Terence, for inviting her. She had a lot of fun just chatting and stuff.
Yep, thank you for joining as well. I had a lot of fun talking to.